Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a tier ranking video, tier ranking all of the books that I read in 2024. I've got my reading journal, I've got a tier ranking website, whatever, the tier ranking website, and I cannot wait to talk about all the books that I've read this year. But first, before we get started, I'd like to do a couple of stats really quickly, and then we'll get into the tier ranking. Mostly for my memories kind of vibe, you know. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my reading journal. Here's my stats page, and then a little sneak peek. It's hard to do this backwards. Of all of the books that I read in 2024. All right, let's go back. So, I read 48 books. I read 11,495 pages and listened to 10,839 minutes of books. My most read genre is romance. Katie Bailey is my most read author. The longest book I read was Daisy Hates, and it was 512 pages, and the shortest book I read was Wonder Girl, and it's 122 pages. My biggest reading month was July. I read 12 books. The average rating I gave each book was 7.984. I'm very nice when it comes to my ratings. Ebooks, I read 25 ebooks, 15 audiobooks, and 8 physical books. My Instagram, when I made this page, was at 300 followers, and I had made 34 posts. And my YouTube is at 9 subscribers, and I've made 17 posts. My least read genre is horror and thriller. I've read 1 horror and 1 thriller book in 2024. My lowest rated books were Accidentally Amy and They Always Come Back. We'll talk about those here in just a minute. The longest book I listened to was Hunger, and I can't remember the author, so you'll see it in just a minute. 1,509 minutes. And then the shortest book was The Fall of Five at 546 minutes. And then my 5-star reads, which we will talk about here as we go. Oh, I should talk about the things. So Obsessed, those are the books that they're 5 stars. I can't stop thinking about them. Maybe 6 stars. Love these books. Can't stop thinking about them. Talk about them all the time. Can't wait to go back and reread them. Favorites are books that were good. This would probably be more like 4 to 4.5. I really liked these books. These were favorites of the year, but they're not obsessed, right? The Blue's good. This is probably some 4s, some 3s. Fine. These are books I probably don't remember much of. And then Disliked are the books that I hate, that I cannot stand. Sorry, it's just good. That I do not recommend. I will not read again. Which is a little harsh. I should be nicer than that. But anyway, we're going to start by Seasoned Schemings by Katie Bailey. I really enjoyed this book. It was good for its time. I really like Katie Bailey's writing. I'm going to put it in good because it's not a favorite that I've read, but it was great for it's a holiday hockey romance. It was super cute. Daisy Hates. I'm going to put in I'm going to put it in good. I loved Magnolia Parks. Love Magnolia Parks. I didn't love Daisy Hates as much. And I was kind of in a reading slump when I read it. I'm going to put it in good. I think I rated it 4 stars still. Maybe 4.5. But it's just good to me. It's good. I still liked it. But yeah. We're going to skip to Magnolia Parks. Magnolia Parks is going in obsessed. I loved Magnolia Parks. Loved Magnolia Parks. I am getting ready to read The Long Way Home. Yeah, The Long Way Home. And I am so excited to read it. All right. Powerless, Heartless, and Flawless by Elsie Silver. I'm going to put them all in good. They were good. I enjoyed them. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember much about them now. But I remember really liking them, so they're going to go in good. Path of Ruin. Obsessed with this book. I cannot stop thinking about the characters. I'm definitely rereading it, probably in February, because some of the books I'm reading right now are... This is a fantasy book, and I don't read a ton of fantasy right now, so I definitely have to space out my fantasies a little bit, and I'm reading a couple of fantasies in January. So it'll probably be February when I reread it. But I'm really, really excited to reread Path of Ruin. Really excited. Um, and Path of Ruin is from a debut author, which was crazy to me. And so good, so good. I loved it. I bought the physical book. I read it on Kindle Unlimited, I think. And then I bought the physical book because I loved it so much. We Hope for Better Things. I cannot remember the author for this one. Oh, Erin Bartels. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it in good. I liked it. I actually did a random book on Libby, and this is what came of it. And I really enjoyed it actually. It's it's a historical fiction book, but you get point of views from three different times, three different characters, and they're all in different time periods, which is super interesting for me. But they're all living in the same house. Anyway, super interesting, super cool. I think he knows. I have to think about this. Okay, so I really, really liked So That Happened. I'm gonna put that one first. That's the first book, right? Yeah, I really liked So That Happened, and I'm gonna put it in my favorites. They're both romance books. Katie Bailey writes clean romance books. In this one, it's a one bed situation. They don't do anything because it's a clean book. So they don't do anything, but they end up having to stay in the same bed in a hotel. He's super, super grumpy. She's super sunshine and grumpy sunshine. They end up, and then it's a workplace romance. They end up working together, which happens the first two chapters, so it's not spoiling anything. But anyway, super cute, super cute. I think he knows I'm gonna put in good. I liked this one, but just not as much as So That Happened. This one is about childhood best friends to lovers. He's a famous movie star. But yeah, they grew up together. He got famous, and then it's their love story because it's a romance book. Super cute. I am number 4. I'm gonna put in a favorite. I love that series. I'm gonna put them all up there. I really, really, not obsessed level, but I really do like that series. I really was surprised that I can't find it. Finish that series this year. But I'm gonna reread them. I'm actually gonna restart and reread them this year. I think, did I mark them off any? Oh, it's not in here. I don't have it on my series tracker, but I am gonna listen to them this year because I really like them. And I listened to them on Audible with my husband, so that's super fun. So yeah, I really like that series. The Hunger Games, I'm gonna put in good. Catching Fire is gonna go in good, and then Mockingjay is gonna go in favor. I really, really enjoyed Mockingjay. It's kind of crazy to me that I waited so long to read these books. You're gonna hear a lot of that this year and next year. I've already read a couple books this year that I'm it's the third, by the way. I finished 2 books this year that I'm why did I wait so long to start this? Anyway, so I really enjoy it. Hunger Games and Catching Fire. Mockingjay is just better, so it needs to be in a higher category. And it's not quite obsessed, then I'm not quite obsessed. But, we gotta have some differentiation there. So, differentiation. Anyway, and then The Neighbor War and The Roommate Situation. Neighbor War was just good to me. It was good. It was super cute. It was actually the first Katie Bailey book that I read. Right? No, The Roommate Situation was first. So sorry. The Neighbor War would have been the second Katie Bailey book I read. And it was good. But I loved the premise of The Roommate Situation more. And I loved the mailman character in that one more. I'm so into him. Then we've got, we're gonna have to pause for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It's been hours. I had some technical difficulties, and then I had to go to work, and then I went to the gym. So we're back now. Let's see. Okay, Baggage Claim by Juliana Smith. I think that's her name. I'm gonna put it in good. I did like Baggage Claim, but no, yeah, but it kind of made me upset. We're gonna put it in good. Snowed Under though, I'm gonna put in favor. I really, Really liked. Oh my goodness. Really like Snowed Under, so we're gonna put it there. It Ends With Us. I actually really liked It Ends With Us. We watched it. Me and my sister-in-law watched it for the movie. Um, before we went to watch the movie, I guess. Ooh, I should so that I'm in the center of the camera. Um, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't like the movie as much because I felt like, I mean, it was good for the movie, right? But it also, they just missed a lot, and that's how it is when you have books turned into movies. But um, yeah, it was good. Cinder, I was recommended this by a friend, and I really, really enjoyed it. I The only reason I didn't finish the series this year is because on Libby it wasn't available, and then I like had kind of moved on from it, and I was reading other books. So I definitely want to finish it this year. It's in my series tracker. I can't see myself, so hopefully you can see this. Cinder, right here. See, I rated the first book 9 point. I rated Cinder 9.25, and Scarlet 9.5. Whoops, I don't remember it. I remember liking it. I have the worst memory with books. Literally, unless I'm obsessed with it. Even if I'm obsessed with it, I have to like really think about it to remember anything. Um, Love Theoretically was fine. I didn't really like it. Accidentally Amy hated it. It was terrible. Um, I really wanted to like it because I wanted to try a Lynn Painter book. I've heard good things about Lynn Painter. I hated it. It's terrible. I just thought the female main character was super annoying, and everything that happened was just dumb. And I just had no connection to the characters whatsoever, and I just did not like it. Sorry if you like it. Let me know what Painter book I should try, because I do want to give her a shot. Everybody talks so good about her, but I hate it. Hated that one. Hunger by Jeremy Robinson. Me and my husband listened to this while we were on vacation, like while we were driving to vacation. I really enjoyed it. The first like 30 minutes to an hour, I was like, oh my gosh, what are we listening to? It's a little jarring. It is categorized as horror. This is the one horror book that I guess it's 3 books that I listened to this year. It was really interesting. Wonder Girl was fine. I don't know what else to say about it. It was fine. It's literally just smut, so it was fine. Nothing great. A Dose of Pretty Poison. I liked it actually, but my opinion fine. Because yeah, it was fine. Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm actually gonna put it in fine as well because I didn't really enjoy it till the end. I know everybody loves it. I listened to it. Maybe that's the problem. Um, I just was boring until the end. I did like by the end I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good book, but like could care less about it. Um, Blade of Ash and Shield of Shadow and Crown of Dust. I really liked these books. There's one more book. This is also in my series tracker. I found this author on Instagram. She writes clean romantasy, close the door, clean romantasy. Um, so Blade of Ash, if I remember right, is a prequel. Blade of Ash was my favorite. I loved Blade of Ash. The rest of them are super good, but I loved Blade of Ash. I can't wait to read the last one and see what happens. Seeking for Persephone is good. It's just a like cheesy little um historical romance. I, I mean it, that's what it is, like 200 pages. Pretty cute. It is clean, which is good. Westworth Giraffes by Linda Rutledge. I liked this book. I'm gonna put it in good. Everything's in good. I'm just too nice. I'm gonna put in good. I read this with my sister-in-law. Actually, read part of it and then listened to part of it. Um, it was super interesting and like I felt like it was well written. Um, Not my favorite book of the year. Just didn't really stand out. I was also like coming out of a reading slump when I read it, so take that with a grain of salt. But um, The Girls I've Been. I really, really liked this book. I bought it with some money I got for my birthday um, at Barnes& and Noble. I just like walked around Barnes& and Noble and was like, man, this sounds good. I kind of wanted to get into reading some like thrillers. I wanted something that had a little bit more, or like mysteries, something that just had a little bit more to it that ways. And I just literally just picked it up and was like, cool. It was super, super good. And I'm like halfway through the second book, but then I keep running out of time on the library app and having to return it. So one day I might finish the book. Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I'm gonna put this one in good. I liked it. What did I rate this book? Yeah, 8 out of 10. It was good. I'm excited to get to um Part of Your World and Just for the Summer. Or sorry, Yours Truly and Just for the Summer. Yours Truly I started, but it has a lot about anxiety, and I was having so much anxiety at the time, and I just couldn't. But I'm excited to get to those. With Love from London. I can't remember what I rated this book. Pretty close to 5 stars if I remember. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. I loved this book. I found it again the same with We Hope for Better Things. I found it on Libby. It was just like a random book. Like I just like random what's available right now. It is so, so cute. I love the exploration of like individuality and also like learning about your parents and understanding like the choices that they made like after the fact. Super cute, super booky, super, super cute. Definitely recommend reading that one. I did listen to it. Just I don't know if that means it's probably better or worse than I think it is. Um, but I did listen to it. Inheritance Games, I really enjoyed Inheritance Games, but I don't remember much about it now. I do have it in my series tracker so I can finish the series this year. I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, where did it go? But I just don't remember much about it, but I remember really liking it, so I'm gonna put it in good. Um, these I'm embarrassed to say because they are lots of chili peppers. They were really good. Like the plot and everything is super good. I could not get enough of them. So we're gonna slider effects that one. The last whoops, we don't want that there. The last 5 star book. Well, actually I read this first, but the last 5 star book on this list is A Thousand Splendid Suns by College Hosini. This is the favorite that I've had forever. It is a reread. I've read it. I think this is the third time I've read it. Um, Super good writing, super heart wrenching, super heartbreaking. Um, just a solid book, solid 5 star. So now my obsessed category is closed. And we're also going to close my dislike category, this last book that I disliked. They Always Come Back by Bailey Thomas. I found this book on TikTok. I believe she's a debut author, or I mean, she's an indie published author at least. I don't know if she's got any other books out. Um, I was very excited for it. It has nothing to do with the writing. The writing was really good. I hated the main characters. I hated their relationship, which is so weird because like Magnolia Parks is a super toxic relationship and I ate it up. This one, I don't know what it was about it. I just couldn't stand it. I was so annoyed the whole time. Yeah. So those are my dislikes, and it is now closed. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm gonna put this as a favorite. I really liked this book enough that I did listen to it again. I bought the physical book and I would like to reread it this year with the physical book so I can like highlight things and stuff and kind of see what the difference would be in my rating. Um, we'll see if we get to that. Because you see in a later video, my January wrap up, or on my Instagram, that I'm getting into fantasy right now. So, loving that. So we'll see if I get to Book Lovers this year. Wish Hunter by Hero Bowen, I believe was it. I'm gonna put it in good. This was the first book I read this year. I was knee deep in a book slump at this point. I hadn't finished a book. I had listened to audiobooks, but I hadn't finished reading a book in years, like probably 2 or 3 years. So it was fine. It helped me get back into reading for sure, but it's a fantasy book and lots of world building. It was good, it just wasn't the book for me. But it did get me back into reading, and probably part of the reason I didn't love it is because I was coming out of a book slump. So take that as you will. The Summer of Broken Rules. Oh my gosh, we're almost the end of all the books I read this year. Oh my goodness. The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. I read this in like whoops. I read this in like on a weekend. Like a Saturday night. I read all of it. I did say pretty late. Anyway, it was super cute. Just a cute, easy summer romance read. Definitely would recommend reading in the summer if you just wanted something quick, like on the beach or something. It's definitely not super heavy. I mean, it does talk about grief and things in it, but anyway, it was cute. Nothing crazy. And then Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I'm gonna put this one in good. Like, I can see why people like it. Although I've been seeing a lot of people rating it 5 stars. It was not a 5-star for me. I did cry at the end. But I didn't super love it. I wasn't super. It did take me a long time to read it because I was having a hard time getting into it. Yeah, those are all of the books that I read in 2024. Um, very clearly had lots of really good reads. Even like the ones that are in good, I still really enjoyed them. I just can't put them in favorites here, you know. All right, that is the end of today's video. If you would like to see my 2025 book goals, my reading challenge goals, all of the things, my TBR, that will be in the next video that's coming out. So follow, like, subscribe, whatever, all the things so that you can see that video. If you want to stay up to date with my current reads, I would follow my Instagram or my Fable. That's usually where I keep most up to date. And I'd love you to stick around.